What up, you guys? Welcome to Spotlight here on Heavy Rotation. This is a show where Filipino artists introduce new music and tell the story of how it was made. My special guest was born in the Midwest, raised in LA. She's a singer, rapper, dancer who recently just gone solo. I want you to welcome my fam, EMAZA Dilan in the house. What up, girl?
Hi, that was a great intro, and because we're family, I'm gonna I know I don't really correct anybody, but it's EMAZA DILAN, but it's all good.
Dilan. Oh, but see, I knew it. It was in the back of my mind, and I screwed it up.
No, it's all good. Like I don't hold nobody against it. My name is spelled kind of funky, but y'all, as I grow, y'all get it. Y'all hear it.
So it's been a long time. I mean, like the last time you and I talked was back in November of 2019.
It's
Been that long. And so, I've watched you guys grow. I watched you grow. I mean, like, a couple hits, couple singles, couple of just dancing on TikTok and doing a whole bunch of stuff. And so, I've been following you. And the reason I brought you on is you got this dope mixtape out. You call it the E-Mixtape.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that throughout the whole entire show today. So a good place to start maybe is, what's the one word you would use to summarize this entire project?
I want to say I'm stuck between raw and authentic. Can we say raw authentic?
There, might as well hashtag that right now. Raw authentic.
Raw authentic. No, it's like with this project, like I just picked a bunch of different songs, and the way I put this project out, like I found a studio during COVID, and I was on crunch time because I was like, I got to put stuff out because of the split with me and my sister. So I'm like, I got to keep it going. Like, I got to give people something. And now I don't have any limitations to what I can do. Let me just put something out. So it wasn't no label involved, no structure or anything. It was just pure, creation and what would I say? Motivation and all that type of stuff. So very raw, real. I'm just giving it to me. Yeah.
So considering, let's just say the pandemic was never around or it never happened. What would you say led up to releasing this project? Was it something that you've always thought about doing for a long time, or was it just something spontaneous?
It's crazy because, okay, so the whole meaning of E-Mixtape or E-Mix is that, the word remix, but my name starts with an E. So I said an E-Mix. So I would take covers like the No Guidance one that was really big that we had did. Or, like the recent one I did, 2C Sapiosexual, or I was taking a Jessie Reyez instrumental, or, LMA Boot Up. I was just remixing them because I wanted just to add my flavor and whatnot. So it was getting a lot of traction as the more I was putting out. And a lot of people are like, I want to hear, this is while we were together, like, I want to hear songs with you on it and make a whole, mixtape or a project, but just you, doing your thing that we do, just put it on, go in the studio and get it done. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me think about doing an E-Mixtape. What kind of songs do you guys want to see? But I put the group first because, at the end of the day, it's about the group. So I was like, if I have time, I'll get to it. So that's why everyone was like, are you putting it out? Are you putting it out? So with, the split, there's no more group. It's just me. Hey, now you have time to put it out. It's a sad way to where it led to it, but I'm glad I was able to even work through what I went through and was able to put it out in such a short amount of time.
Nice. And so I actually listened to the mixtape when you sent it over. I listened to it like literally 24 hours, right? So over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's definitely a vibe. It actually made me want more because the tracks are so short. I was like, Maza, why are these tracks like a minute and a half, 2 minutes long? So, was that intentional to do it that way, or maybe talk about that process?
It was so intentional to do I try to pick not too short, but not too long, but I didn't want it to be like an original song because at the end of the day, these aren't my original songs, but I want people to want more, or I want them to play it over and over again. Someone had commented like, you giving us these ringtone songs, EMAZA. I need a full 3 minutes. Like, what are you doing? So, and then this is, a small project. I think I might keep a theme going, drop a, E-Mixtape too, just because I just love music in general. And I hear records that are being put out by these amazing artists. And I'm like, oh, imagine if I was, remixed or a collab. And you never know, like, I think Chloe Bailey was doing like covers or whatever. And she did Mine Still with Blue. And I think she's on the remix now. So like, this is a way to just get yourself out there. And then I just love to create. So yeah, that was kind of like my thing.
I know you're giving off Vine and Snapchat vibes. I mean, those things are still around, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm a little torn on my favorite songs off the mixtape. I mean, I saw on your IG post, you had asked everyone like what their favorites were. But for me, I think the ones I'm torn is Come Through and Broken a Minute.
Hey.
Um, and so, I guess maybe take us to what you were thinking as you were writing these, describe the feelings that you were feeling as you were, I guess concepting these.
So I guess I can take you through them. So Still Your Best is by Giveon. And I was like, okay, this is a dope record. I always hear guys playing it. I'm like, where's the girl version at? So I was like, okay, I've been through plenty of heartbreaks. Let me go ahead and just go back into one of those moments and just write and pin it out. Easy done. Come Through. I love the record. And I was just like, how would I sound on it? Because like her has a very like chill vibe. And I was like, let me bounce it up or whatever, add a little spice on it. So that was kind of that thing. And, once again, tap into the relationships, there's a certain guy that we have this on and off connection or whatever. And it's just like, I would love to see him at a party, when, I just put myself there. As far as Girls Need Love, I love Summer Walker, such a big fan. I've always wanted to cover that. So that was kind of easy. Broken a Minute, that one right there, I was like, look, I'm going to just talk my but I'm going to do it through music. And at the end of the day, like, when you think about rappers, you had the Jay-Z and Nas, you had the 50 Cent and all that other stuff. Like, they were dissing or whatever. So I'm not saying like that was my intentional thing, but I was here just proving a point. Like, I'm going to tell the truth and tell my truth. And I'm going to just let y'all know what it is coming from me through rap. And rap is so, cutthroat. Like, it's not censored. It's not, and I'm not saying I was going crazy or whatever, but like, it's just raw and real. So that's what I kind of thought about. Sorry about that.
No worries.
The Broken a Minute.
Now, based on all the comments that were posted on your IG post, what would you say was the most voted? And do you agree with it?
I think it was a battle between, I also look at the numbers too. Girls Need Love is I think the highest played one, but I do feel like I see a lot of fan interaction with Broken a Minute, Nasty Girl, because it's new that I'm rapping, or the Come Through and Still Your Best, because those are just very kind of like emotional strings that I'm pulling from females and whatnot. So
yeah. So, which song off this EP to you do you think was the most difficult to write? I mean, again, the songs are so short, but it's the conciseness of it, right? As you're writing these. So, what was the most toughest to write?
I would say the toughest one was Nasty Girl, because it was the Biggie beat, and I was sitting on it for about 3 months. And it was crazy because when I was in the group, I was like, hey, let's do a cover. Let's write it out. Da, da, da. So I was kind of like waiting on my sister to like, let's get up and go. Never happened. So every time I would drive in traffic, I'm trying to teach myself how to freestyle, because I don't write. For the most part, I don't, when it comes to rap, I don't write. Yeah. I'll just think about it in my head and just go over and go it over. And so each day or anytime I'm on the road, I'm like trying to come up with something. I'm like, this is Biggie. Like, this is like the whole 90s vibe. Like, I can't come with no weak stuff. So I was just like, what can I say that's fire? What flow, what cadences could I do? Because I just take myself so seriously. I'm very hard on myself. But that one was really hard. That was I don't know why. I think it was just because of the vibe and I wanted to execute. But people let me know that I did. So that's good.
So listening to the mixtape, to me, I think it's a prelude to your solo album. What do you envision your next album to be like, to sound like, to look like? What does that look like for you?
It's crazy because I'm actually about to start working. You're about to get, a little insight. I'm actually about to work on, I'm not sure. I think it might be like a 5-song original EP with full length songs. So I'm not an album yet, but I know what I want for an album. I want a story. I want a body of work that flows. I want interludes. I want to take everyone back to just, whether it was like Michael Jackson album or, even, early Chris or, Beyonce, like they all had a theme going, or even with SZA, like she has a whole theme going on. So I think as I am creating and I go through life, I'm gonna figure out what my style is. I'm very inspired by the 90s, 2000s, which is dope, but I also want to create something new. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. But you're definitely going to just get everything. Like, even with me just putting out like these raps and whatnot, I've gained so much confidence because I was able to do it. Like at first I was kind of like weird about my tone and my voice, but people were rocking with it. So I was like, all right, bet. Well, I already know I can sing. I already dance. I'm like, let me just throw the rap on there and be a triple threat. So yeah, that's kind of what you're going to get.
So being a solo artist now is going to be a little bit different for you compared to, you know, things that you've gone through. So what are you doing to prepare for that? What are you looking forward to doing as a solo artist?
Solo artist, honestly, I feel like it's going to be easier because all I have to do is focus on myself. You know, I'm trying to stay motivated working out because I know when these festivals come on, I need to make sure my cardio is right, you know, practicing my craft. I think the hard part will be is just coming up with original creative content. Like one thing I will say, like Doja Cat went crazy with this new video she just dropped, and she has a theme going. Like she's that very eccentric, you know, interesting person that'll dress up like a whole alien but make it look fire. Like it's just ridiculous. So it's like, what's going to be my shtick? What's going to be my vibe? And I think it's just more so it's just like I said, raw, authentic, just me. And I'm gonna bust out dancing and this and that. So it's like working on better choreography, making sure I'm pushing my pen and getting better as far as these bars go. Because once that I establish that I'm rapping too, like people are gonna be really like, do you got bars? And I gotta make sure I be able to come. I want to be able to go on the Sway show and drop a nice 16 because you don't really see too many females do it. But I want to be able to be like, yeah, EMAZA out here doing it just like these dudes is doing it. So yeah, that's
so Maj, we're gonna have to make T-shirts, raw authentic.
Raw authentic. I think we just did that. Like, yeah, okay. We just did a little moment here on the show.
So you were talking about music videos with Doja. You just dropped a music video today.
Yes,
right?
I did.
Okay, you got to tell me all about it because this is the Steez. It's there's a lot of stuff going on, and we're like, what's going on here, girl?
Yeah, no, it's crazy because everyone thinks that like I planned this. And like we were talking earlier, you're like, do you have a bio? Like, no, I didn't know this was gonna happen. So with this music video, the guy who shot, his name is Kobe, a really great friend of mine. He did like the BTS for our BFF record, and he shoots a lot of music videos. And I was like, hey, you think you can help me out or whatever? And he's like, I got you. My mom, she got a warehouse for maybe like 4 hours. I was looking for a video guy. Everybody was sending me all types of guys. I was like, it needs to look like 90s really good, you know? Yeah. And so I remember I've seen Sid on Instagram, you know, he's great friends with my sister and whatnot. So I was like, okay, cool. He knows about the group, book him. And then everything started falling into place. And I was like, well, let's just do 2 songs in one, since they're short, so it'll equal out to a 3-minute, video. Put 2 visuals in there. And then, Kobe went crazy, shout out to, my friend Buzz and Kirk. They brought the car in and, there was like a 5.0 Mustang, I was just giving all the vibes and everything just worked out. And the first edit was the only edit that I need. Like I'm usually like really picky. So everything just like happened the way it needed to. Yeah. And it was able to drop. So I want to just keep on coming with the content. So I'm going to be shooting more visuals for this project as well.
So what should people be looking out for? Because, the video comes out. So for those who haven't seen it yet, what should they be looking out for in this video?
In this video, I really just wanted people to focus on who I am, who's the person singing it, how do I sound, what are the words, the message I'm trying to convey, and just the aesthetic and vibe. Like I'm just trying to give you, a little vibe. So you can just really embody and like soak it all in. Like, okay, this is what EMAZA sounds like by herself and on a record that's out. So I could hear on this type of record or with this type of artist, whatever. And I can't wait to hear what she can do on her original music. So
awesome. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the new album coming and excited for all the new stuff you got going on. I got to say, I've been torn. I liked your hair long, but this is really growing on me too. Like I love the short hair.
Thank you.
It fits you really well.
Thank you. No, I missed my long hair. It's crazy because my hair, I just got it cut and it's not trying to stay short. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just do like one photo shoot. And then I know I said, he said he want a nasty girl. I got a shortcut with a nasty curl. So I'm like, I need to have the short curls in the video just for that. So I want to do visual for that. But, I got, girls be wearing wigs now. So I'm like, if I want to stay short, I can flip it on. But I definitely feel like I'm going to grow it out. But I'm glad that you guys like it, though. I've been trying.
I like it. It really grew on me. I was like, Maj she looks pretty dang good with that.
Thank you.
So a couple questions left. So being a Filipino artist, as you're now in this new journey, how does it feel being a Filipino solo artist now?
I'm so excited, and just to hear you kind of like, describe me as the person that I am, through my DNA, I am Filipino. Like, I love the culture. I love the food. I love there's just a certain energy that Filipinos give. I want to go to the Philippines, and just by far, like the fan base, like when they say who's loyal, who's ride or die, it's Filipinos hands down. So I can't wait to just get discovered and find, even work with other, Filipino artists and whatnot, because it's just one big family. Like what I want to do is I want to like host, like when I get big, I want to host like a big potluck event like every year. So we just have the whole community, different artists, maybe even a festival type thing, different foods. I know they probably have one, but I'm like, I want to be able to do one, But it's so cool to just have, a history and culture that you can look back, like this is where I come from type thing.
I could see like maybe a boodle fight mixtape, something of that nature come out. I don't know. With food. Just let me know where the food's at. I'll be there.
Right.
All right. Last question for you, Maj. So this EP, so why this EP, or I'm sorry, this mixtape, why this mixtape now? And why should everyone listen to it?
Okay. So this mixtape, why now? Because it's like, why not? And then it's just because I like to work. I mean, yeah, the split of me and my sister is, it sucks, but like, does it stop there? No, like it gave me the motivation, like, okay, we're working towards something. Now that plan is gone. Okay, well, I'm always, even when I'm not prepared, in the back of my head, I'm prepared. I'm like, okay, well, this is what you need to do. This is what you love to do. You have no limitations. You don't have no bad energy in the studio. Just get it done and just do what you love. So this mixtape, I'm like, until I get my original music, I wanted to just give people content. And that's one thing about, with the Ceraadi brand, we were just steady giving content. So why stop? And then the reason why people should listen to it, because R&B is like growing back. It's getting really big in the, in the music scene. I know rap kind of took over, and then pop had a moment or whatever. So I want to just be able to continue that, let it grow on people's ears again. And I study the greats in R&B and all that stuff. So hopefully my influences, you can hear it through the music. It'll make you feel something. Like everything that I put in my music is supposed to make people feel better or be able to get through a situation. So hopefully it makes people feel good, want to get up and dance, or just chill and vibe, or get over their heartbreak. Yeah.
All right, you guys look out for EMAZA. She's coming out with some new stuff. She has that E-Mixtape that's out. Make sure you guys cop that. Music video is out today. Make sure you watch that. And then one last thing, what would you want to say to all the heavies, mixers, and all your fans watching this right now around the world?
I want to say just thank you for tuning in. Expect more to come, nothing but greatness, and to just continue to follow your dreams. Even when there's a bunch of no's or saying you can't do it, you can. It's just like Nike, just do it. Don't be scared. Just jump out. And like my mom would have us go battle people on the street during the jerking, movement. She would be like, oh, there's a group of guys, go battle them. And that's what taught me to just be like, don't be afraid and just do it. So that's all I want to say,
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. Definitely going to talk to you once all the newer stuff comes out. I'm sure you and I will definitely stay in touch. So make sure you keep me in the loop and let us know how we can help you out.
Definitely. Thank you so much.